I do have a lot of people like call me alcoholic on like
wherever with the
you don't say.
Wait.
You don't say.
I'm a weekend
Frank
drinker.
fat too.
People call me a fat, dumb drunk, and I don't know why. Now let me put on this pirate costume and chug a beer and throw it off my head. Why do you call me fat, dumb, and drunk? This Friday night, we'll be in Boston. We got Dana Beers on the show today. We got a lot of Massachusetts people listening, I'm sure. We are at the Wilbur. There are some tickets left. We would love to have a jam-packed show. Everyone, please come out. If you are a Connecticut resident, I'm a resident because you're not going to come from the whole state. That's crazy town. But if you live in Stamford, we are at the New York Comedy Club in Stamford, which is a bit of confusing, but that's what it is. We're at the New York Comedy Club in Stamford on Sunday night. Come out. There's low tickets available at both, but there are tickets available at both. So please come out. Let's have a great time. Like we said before on the show, I think the live shows are really good now. I think they're really funny. I think I laugh a lot. I think the crowd laughs a lot. I think they are worth your time. And come check it out. And I think we'll have fun. Please. Thanks. It's presented by Pirate Water. So come out. We will have some Pirate Waters. We will get swashbuckled. We'll get pegged. We'll do all the fun stuff. Boston, Friday night. Stamford, Sunday night. We will see you there. Goodbye.
What's it called? The dozen? You are a dozen wagon when it comes to 2000 sports?
Only in sports. I don't know anything about
I'm the polar opposite.
Really?
We would be good teammates. I mean, I turn away from the computer during sports questions. I'm like, I don't remember. You could ask me questions about last year's Mets team, and I'd be like, I don't really remember.
I've actually gotten to the point where I text during.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm on my phone. I'm not looking up the answer. If I answer this, you know. If I tell you which SEC quarterback threw for 5,000 yards in 1999, you know I'm cheating.
I have this weird, so the 2007-8 NBA drafts, you go through it, I know where they went to school. I'm like, I have this weird 2000s NBA.
I might have a little bit of that late 90s, early 2000s basketball I could maybe do.
Yeah.
I have a gut feeling in baseball questions. Four games in a row, I've called a friend for baseball, and I had already said the answer, and I should just go with my gut.
It makes no sense.
But football, I'm out.
The shit just pops in your head, like a name you haven't heard in 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, it just always happens.
Well, I think I'm going through dementia. I think I have early onset dementia, and I'm forgetting all sorts of words and all sorts of facts. So I think my dozen days are limited, so I gotta get these points in while I can.
That's
because
fair.
I think 2 years from now, I'll have to hang up my dozen cleats because my brain just doesn't work anymore.
Go out way earlier than Minahan.
What's that?
Minahan retired today.
Oh, yeah?
Or he announced
From the dozen?
After the season, he'll be done.
Why is that? Because he's losing now? Is that what's happening? Is he losing?
He's only won. He only wins so many MVPs. I think he's won 2. I think he's nominated again. He won't win this year. He doesn't think. But
I kind of like the idea of hanging him up when you're on top.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna limp my way out of it. Yeah.
Good for Kirk.
But we're gonna be a team to watch. We're gonna be a team to watch this year.
We have fun. That's what matters.
Yeah.
We played Eddie and Clem the other day, and we made our niche category healthy food.
I saw that.
And I was like, because we talked about it before. Right? Yeah, we did. I mean, it ended up working out, but I was like, we'll probably get this question wrong, but it'll be funny.
Yeah,
it'll be a great clip. The big boys will answer fast food, and then we'll do health food. And it'll be funny.
Every time
and I think some people don't
yeah.
agree with that idea about how to do the dozen.
Every time I catch myself taking it too seriously, I'm like, dude, just
stop. Yeah, stop. I do. Don't get me wrong. I do I really like to win. When I miss, I don't really care about losing. I care about I care about my personal performance. Really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If I can answer 10 questions right and we lose, I'm like, whatever. I'm so happy.
Kevin's the Russell Westbrook of the dozen.
Totally. I just want give me my 30 and I'm good to go.
Absolutely.
When I miss a question that I think I should get, I think about it for a week straight. It's crazy. So you're figuring out the dozen. We also heard you just figured out TikTok.
Dude, I don't fucking understand these platforms these days. I'm just a guy that give me one camera, give me my cell phone and I'll just post it everywhere. I don't understand how shit works. Like Instagram, they tell us to post once a day. I'm posting shit and it gets 200 likes and 5,000 views. I'm like, what is going on?
Well,
I don't get it.
I mean, you got to play by their rules, but you also got to be,
It's
gotta
just
be good.
It's a different world. And
How old are you?
I'm 30. I almost said 28. Holy shit.
You're officially 3-0?
Officially 3-0.
Wow, I don't think I realized you hit the 30.
I know.
Yeah, you're
dude.
washed.
I act like I'm 21.
You act like you're fucking 16, bro.
I feel so happy that I'm on this program because I can just like let out a lot of feelings that I just hold in.
Let's go.
Dude.
What do you got for me?
Like, I can't do the shit I used to. My whole brand is drinking. I can't drink anymore.
There's a lot of people who say stuff like that. They're like, if I stop partying, like I don't think people like me, or if I get in shape, people won't like me anymore. And I'm always like, nah, it's not true. It's true with you,
It's
Dana.
frustrating, dude. I will try new things. I'm doing the man on the street. It's fun, but then nothing does as well as when I'm sitting there pouring a beer down my throat. It's like,
have you considered food reviews?
There's a small niche at Barstool where you could rate food out of a scale of 0 to 10.
I did some chili reviews. I got on the wagon, and I was like, wait, everybody does this. I just stop.
I can't wait for we're gonna be doing like smoothie reviews one day or something. Green tea reviews.
It's tough, dude. Like,
is your body slowing down from drinking?
Or
are you still going strong?
I was an all-time fat. Like,
yeah, you got Corey G on you, right?
I was all-time fat, 280 pounds. Do you know how skinny I used to be, dude? I used to be you got in my prime 235.
280.
This is before the.
How tall are you? You're pretty tall.
I'm 6'3.5".
Yeah, so you're never gonna be over 200.
It was ugly,
but
dude.
like 210 for you is
I got
like
Corey G on my ass. I'm right now. I'm down to 263, but I'm still like a kind of a bag of milk.
I don't know.
I hide it.
You're okay.
I hide it.
You're sitting on this couch okay.
Yes, but
I sit on the couch. I'm constantly like hiding and holding.
If I wanted to commit to the bit really hard and just like if I really wanted to go with the beer thing, I would be 350 pounds.
Easy. That's what sucks.
I'd make a lot more money. So I don't know,
bro. Let's go back to Zillion Beers because that's exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
I mean, you moved what? Like, it was $1 million of merch in a week or something?
It was like 1.6
in a
2
week.
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because I think it was $1 million in a week, and then you doubled down or something like that. You had to have another goal in 2 weeks.
Kept going, and then eventually I was like, all right, let me stop.
And the most impressive part of that is you were at work every day.
Yeah.
You were drinking 1,000 beers every night.
A zillion. Not 1,000. A zillion.
Those were the days. I mean, that's the Barstool.
That was one of my favorite. That was the definition of. Like,
and then you gave away all the money. Right?
I gave it.
That
to Fred.
was.
I got a little side cash from Dave.
Okay, good, but that was
fucking
insane.
Yeah.
I think even the Fradies were like, "Don't do this. Don't do
They
this."
definitely were.
I love them to death, but like that. Well,
money, I was drunk, Kevin.
I was on a fucking 3-week bender, Kevin.
I was feeling myself. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna give it all away.
I think my buddy used to say that too. I think he stole the line from a movie or something like that. But like, we had friends who were in a long-term relationship, and every time he saw the girl, he'd be like, Jesus Christ, how long have you been drunk for? And just being like, she must be shit-faced to still be in this relationship. That's what I was like with you when you were giving me money. Like, how are you still
Yeah.
It was I was that whole experience was just one big bender that I mean, people now to this day just are like disappointed when they see me and I'm not drunk.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like,
I mean
dude,
we would go through that with like when our brand wasn't drinking, like people would be like, let me buy you a shot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, 5 guys just bought me a shot.
Yep.
Like, thank you so much. But if I do this all night, I'm going to die.
It's bad.
And that was when, and I didn't have a brand of drinking. Like,
it was, and I would say 2 summers ago was worse when it was like that. And I say worse, but it was a lot of fun. But it was that time when I was just saying I was back for no reason.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, you're so back, dude.
Yeah. That was so good.
Every bar I went to, it would be like I was a fucking monkey in a cage, just like chug that beer. And again,
And you
at
just
that
do
point,
it.
I was 28, and I can't say no.
Yeah.
That's my problem is I can't say no. I'm just
I think everyone here's problem. We say it's you can't say no, but it's just that we are gluttons for attention.
oh yeah, you kidding me, dude?
You show me the slightest bit of attention, I will do whatever you want.
I also, I think it's a glutton for attention plus crippling fear of disappointing people.
Absolutely.
Like I don't want anybody to walk away being like, hey, I met him from Barstool and like he kind of was, by the way, I've fully accepted that now because that's exactly what happens every time now. But there was a time where it was like, no, I got to put on the show for like everybody.
It's like the fear of someone filming because that happens a lot. They'll walk up with their phone and be like, here's a beer, chug
so
this.
obnoxious.
And I'm like,
so annoying.
you can't say no to that.
Yeah.
You're like your whole
and then
brand's
on camera
dead.
being like, no.
Yeah. But it's a good problem to have, I guess.
We
Other than
were at
live it-
the Pirate Water Southie parade.
Oh yeah.
And like everyone thought like they were the first people we saw.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like, why aren't you jacked up? It's like, I've been yelling for 3 hours.
That
My
parade
head
was
hurts.
that kind of was like, okay. It was kind of like a passing in the torch in a way, but
Yeah.
like I was just realizing that Breon and Grace are like these fucking megastars. And meanwhile I was like, damn, I'm washed.
I
You want to get your ego or your career or whatever checked real quick.
Washed.
You hang out with Brianna.
Dude,
she
It was like
is
being
fucking
on,
on
like,
another level.
You got on like the duck boat with Brady, and you were like the long
Yep.
snapper.
Yeah.
That's
It's like,
exactly what it
Bro,
was.
I knew she was on another level. She's on like 5 more
I know,
levels
I
ahead.
was like,
She's crazy.
I was expecting to, some people. You're right, like stroke my ego all the time. Do it like, but I probably had 10 people come up, and I was like, the fuck?
That's it. Yeah.
Where is everyone?
Yeah. Candle in the sun, bro. I've said a million times she's my number 1 draft pick of Barstool.
Yeah,
if I had to pick anybody right now, first overall pick would be her.
Absolute beast. I mean, she's doing what I was doing, just the drinking, except for girls in a way,
Yeah.
and they're just like.
But so also you have to remember like everything kind of builds, right? So like if I don't know if it would have worked out the same way, but let's just say like in a vacuum, if we just had this many more people and Saturdays of the Boys happen right now, I think it would be, it's almost hard to imagine it being bigger than it was, but I think it would be, because there's just that many more people following Barstool and following the Instagram, and we would have TikTok videos and all that sort of shit. I think Saturdays was kind of worked because it was like this grassroots small thing, so maybe it wouldn't have caught on. But if it did, everything that's just happening now at Barstool is just, there's just that many more people,
Those days,
So if
though.
you, I know that it was,
Those days.
a lot of that, if you, I mean, even Zillion Beers is how many years old now?
3.
Yeah, that's, we were talking about
Only
the,
3? I thought
2020,
it was
right
in this
before- it was
office,
right-
right?
It was right before the pandemic.
Oh yeah, that
I
was
remember.
when you brought beers.
I went to Nashville.
Oh
I
my
saved Nashville.
God.
I got canceled for
You did get
for
canceled for a
drinking in
day,
Nashville.
but that was I remember being like, that's a bad idea.
I'm
But the
biggest-
amount of people who were like,
I'm the biggest crash and burn guy at Barstool. Dude, I go. There's 2 speeds. I'm all the way up, and then it's like,
Well, I think you might have lost that title recently, but
Zillion Beers though was it was a thing of beauty, man. It was like a revolution. It was
lightning
like
in a bottle.
It was the
I mean,
little
that
guy.
we were just talking about the writer's strike. That was almost a version of the writer's strike where it was all the people rooting against the man,
Yep.
Dave,
Yep.
being like, let's get fucking
and Dave
money so we can give it away.
give it right back. Dave being like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, and then you just like, and then he's so annoying because he's like, I won. I put money in my pocket.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I know. But in this world of Barstool, where it's about bragging rights and who's right and who's wrong and all that shit, like, forget about the money. You, like, stood up and were like, this is a dumb idea that will never work. And it worked better than, like, any idea ever has, faster than any idea ever has.
It was like that whole time period. Like, again, my body hasn't recovered. Like, I don't know if I've ever recovered as an employee, but it was amazing. And it was just like that was Barstool as a whole. Just like that was it in a nutshell.
Dave just doesn't like drinking. Like,
Yes. And because he doesn't like it, he doesn't get it.
Right.
Where it's like, if you drink, Zillion Beers is funny. If you, like, bro out, Saturdays for the Boys makes sense.
Yeah.
If you don't do those things, it looks super cringe and super stupid. But it's like, guess what? A lot of fucking people do those things.
A lot of our fans like to drink.
Yeah.
A lot of our fans are versions of me.
Yeah.
Just idiots that like will smash beers on their head.
You know what? I think that the most important thing in Zillion Beers is the varying, like, knocking the beer off your head. Sometimes you toss it, sometimes you smash it, like
Gotta
the
get
funny
back to
ways
that.
you do
I
it.
gotta get back to that.
Dana's back.
I gotta get back.
How about
to
when
it,
this
man.
when this airs, Dana's back?
Well, here's the thing. I've never been contracted to do content. I've always done it for fun. And that's when I'm at my best.
That's what
now
everybody is.
I'm like more like obligated to do stuff, and I suck at it.
That
It's
is
crazy, dude.
I say with Jackie all the time, like, she's so good at doing it when she's not trying.
Yeah, like,
But I want to do more of it. But then if she starts trying,
Oh
it
my
loses
God.
the luster.
So like I said, the man on the street stuff is awesome. I think it's funny, but it's like it's not as organic or real as what I would be doing when I'm just sitting there smashing beers or whatever.
It's
just hard.
Barstool, as a fan and then as an employee over the years, trying was lame.
Right.
Trying to do stuff is lame. But like these guys are proving with the sketch comedy, like they're going to sit down, they're going to write something, they're going to try to make it good, and it came out good.
Yeah.
And I think if you are from the old school days, either as an employee or even just a fan, you have this idea of like it's got to be real and authentic and on the fly, and it can't be scripted, and you can't try, and that's not really true. There's like a happy medium. Like you'll never have the organic like realness of that Zillion Beers shit, but there's like Man on the Street is not like oh, this guy thinks he can, like, you're not trying to write a fucking movie now. You're just talking to people, you know?
I know. It just goes back to like the results type of thing of it's frustrating to see the numbers not doing as well as, again, what I'm used to. It's like, fuck, what am I doing wrong? And it's again, like.
Well, you sprinkle it in. You get a healthy balance. Dude, we do it with merch. We try to make like nice clothes.
Yeah.
Sells, whatever. I put out Throwing Bombs, Banging Moms, which didn't, the quarterback didn't play, and the story really wasn't even fucking real.
Yeah.
I think it was my biggest t-shirt ever. It's like,
I know. I'm still trying to navigate it and figure it out just because, like I said, I've always had, like Jackie, like I've always had production to fall back on.
Yeah.
And like, that's my real job. I had Coach Prime to fall back on. Like now I'm really just focused on content. And again, I'm like, I'm not growing. I'm like, fuck. What? Why can't I just go back to the old me? So I'm trying to figure it out, and it's tough.
Well, I mean, you can probably do the drinking character without like being hammered drunk 24/7. There are little like tricks you can do. Moving that
called alcoholism.
I do have a lot of people like call me alcoholic on like
wherever with the
you don't say.
Wait.
You don't say.
I'm a weekend
Frank
drinker.
fat too.
People call me a fat, dumb drunk, and I don't know why. Now let me put on this pirate costume and chug a beer and throw it off my head. Why do you call me fat, dumb, and drunk?
I'm saying they call me the alcoholic as if I'm drinking every night of the week. I drink on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I get fucking wrecked, but I drink on Saturdays.
It's a kind of like a microcosm for all of Barstool where people think that like it was a frat house or just a wild party, and it's like, there was the blackout tour and there's some moments and some people, but for the most part you come in here and it's like head down on your computer and people are working. So that's like where you got to keep up like a little bit of the allure, but you don't have to like necessarily live that whole lifestyle. I don't think I said it to Brianna too. I mean, Brianna's younger, so I'm also part of me is like, get out there and fucking do it. But she, her college tours. I mean, I don't know if anybody alive could keep up with like her schedule, and she's like, I can't do this anymore. And it's like you'll find your way. It's hard to compare to Brianna because like we said, she's like on another level. But I do get that feeling of like early days of Barstool is like your heart's in it and it's genuine and it's real and that's what works. And then to try to like fabricate that is hard.
But also, no matter what you get, you're still going to be like, why isn't it more?
I know.
Yeah, it's so true.
It's frustrating.
You really have to like. I don't know if maybe this isn't true for you, but if there were moments where in the past you were like editing a video and you were like, I hate this, or I want to be content, or whatever. Like remember that you got to what
true.
you like soak it up a little bit.
That's true. Yeah, and I mean I still get to edit all my stuff, so it's like a kind of I'm not completely lost on the production side.
Right.
It's just more like I said, I'm just frustrated, but I know I'll get it eventually. I'm just like I come from that old school cloth. Like I've been a fan of Barstool since 08, 09.
Yeah.
Like I see the shit.
How old are you in 08, 09?
Fucking
8 years younger than me.
So what am I, 30 right now?
You were 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
17, 18?
I thought you were younger than that.
We had some youngsters.
People at live shows being like, I've been following since I was 13. I'm like, what the fuck? Why aren't you in jail?
It's like, yikes.
So I mean, I come from watching you guys and like your videos of just simplicity, and that's what made it funny to me.
Yeah.
And I struggle to like accept that it's a different world now. Like I'm like, I just want to go out with one camera and make a video with simple cuts, nothing fancy. And sometimes it doesn't work, but like I come from that, like that's what's funny to me.
Yeah,
that's what.
But there's still people out there that think that. I think.
Yeah, but that's like the Barstool that I love. So I'm trying to like
I think you got to do more shit like this. Like, if you tell people that and show people that and go on other shows and you're doing the dozen, you're out there in other ways and you show off that because there's a lot of guys like you who are like, I don't want to watch an edited TikTok and I don't want to, be a part of this or that. Like, I just want the old school shit. Then like give them the old school shit,
I'm trying.
It is tough though. It's like, it's old school for a reason because there's a new school and that's what more people are watching and paying for and making money.
It's like, it's not just the new school of social media. It's the fucking like Barstool and Joe. I'm like, who are these people everywhere?
It's just the good old days, It's like it'll
at some point
never
I have
be
to
that way.
accept that it's just never going to be like that.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. It is so easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs from you that you never take a moment to think about what you need from yourself. But when we spend all of our time giving, it can leave us stretched thin and burned out. Therapy can give you the tools that help you find balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It is entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. If there's any month to start, it is May. As I said, it is Mental Health Month. It's almost summer. You got to get your mind right so you can get out there on the beach. You can get out there at the pool. You can start meeting people, having fun. Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/KFC today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC.
What was the first, before Zillion Beers was Bill's Mafia chick? Was that
that was Zillion Beers.
That was during Zillion Beers?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was your first time ever, like, did you have anything before Zillion Beers where you were on camera? Like,
people knew me as going on mixtape and just making a
Right.
fool of myself.
Right.
Which, that's my best content. This situation, like just talking out of my ass and making a fool of myself.
You gotta do this more.
That's when I'm my best.
That,
I was on
yes.
the bracket the other day, and everyone was like applauding me for talking about how small my dick was. I'm like, hell yeah,
bro, welcome to the show.
6'3", 280, tiny piece. Sign up.
Go.
fucking micro penis boys. It's small. I'm not gonna do that again. There's ladies in the room. But
it does affect it, right? Whenever I do anything, I stare like at myself.
Yep. I try to.
It's like it's looking in my disgusting mirror. I'm like, I can't look anyone in the eye while I say this.
But it was like mostly mixtape, and then I was trying out to be Dave's guy, and that was kind of like that was the beginning of like starting to mold into content, and I was not cut out for that. I just was not.
No. That's a job for only a certain level of person who
it
can
was
a certain
miserable.
masochist.
It's like you can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
I was afraid to miss a text, and like that's when I started to realize, oh shit, this is your guys every day.
Frankie Borelli went crazy. He became a crazy person. Lost his mind.
Frankie was scary.
Yeah.
Frankie was like planning like engagements around.
But that's kind of when I realized, like, okay, I kind of like this spotlight a little bit. Like,
you got a little taste of that. Chasing the dragon ever since.
Well, I always knew, like, with my buddies, this is actually funny because I'll take you back to way back when I got hired, like 6 years ago. I was working for Young Page Views pretty much. Mm-hmm. I was like, fuck this, dude. I'm so much funnier than this guy. Like, get me out of this fucking editing bay. Like, I was just, like, in my head, I was like,
did he find you? Like, how did you get the job?
Hank found me.
Hank, okay.
Yeah, that was, if you want me to tell the whole story.
Yeah.
Like,
because I don't think I know it.
So, I was a fan, obviously, and Pardon My Take just tweeted, we need an intern. And then I grinded my dick off.
You're from up there, right? You're from Massachusetts?
Yeah, from Cape Cod. And I grinded for 4 months for free, just like, Pardon My Take, making shit for them. And eventually I was like, okay, I have a real job. I don't know if I can do both these things. I told that to Hank, and he was like, all right. He's basically like, let me go talk to Erica. Mm-hmm. She said, no, we can't hire you right now. I was like, what the fuck? I just, and that's what pisses me off about now. I'm like, it used to be so hard to get in.
I know. And now it's not.
You're hitting your 30 hard.
It used to be so hard to get.
Yell at the cloud a little louder, dude.
Pound pavement, shake hands, look someone in the eye.
How many miles did you walk to school, Dana?
I was like, fuck. Like, it took me so many hours. I watched every single rundown
Yeah,
from the
you were
beginning
running, yeah.
until whatever 2017.
Yep.
Just to make a 4-minute video for Dave and to make him look good. That's what Hank was like. Make a video to make Dave look good, and then he'll like you, and maybe we'll hire you.
What was the video?
It was like,
Yeah, I know.
was like
It's just like it's like a
rundown
Dave dick sucking
compilation of
fest, right?
him.
It's just
Yeah, like something like that.
Dave's
I
the
don't know.
man. It's like a Team Portnoy video.
And that was the criteria of like, all right, this is how you get your foot in the door. Make sure you make Dave look good. And then I did all that, and
Make him money or make him look good.
Yeah,
Stroke the
those
ego
two.
or the wallet. That's how you get in with Dave.
I did all that, and then I was like, Hank, I either have to have a job or I got to stop like doing shit for
What were you
free.
doing?
I was doing like, pardon my take.
No.
I was doing sales. I was so bad, dude. I was so bad.
I could see you being like, no, okay.
Oh my
Bro,
god,
I can't imagine. Like every time I hang out with a buddy who does sales, I'm like, I don't
it sucks.
know how.
So what were you selling?
You could do.
So
that.
I was a recruiter, but I was selling. It was basically, we call it sales, but I was selling someone's resume. I was
Okay.
like trying to get someone a job at a company.
Got it, like a little
And
headhunting
like,
type
it was,
shit.
yeah, headhunting, and I had to cold call. Dude, I was so bad at it.
Are
I
you
lost our
interested
company
in
money.
this guy? Yeah.
I got paid, and I never placed anybody.
Not once?
So I didn't make any
Not
money.
what?
No.
How
I
long
didn't
were
make
you there?
commission. I didn't make shit. I was there for a year.
Okay, all right, that's not that
Yeah,
long.
dude,
That's
It's not
funny.
that long. I feel like.
I mean, I feel
How
like
long? How like? Well, not the top salesman. What was the average person?
Normal people will get, a year, at least 10 people jobs.
0.
That's it. I thought you were getting a person a job a day.
No, I don't think it's like that.
That sucked.
It's
That was
hard.
bad.
What
But
were you fucking headhunting CEOs?
no, just software developers.
Do you need a software developer? Click.
Yep. So basically, I was doing that, like all their
And what are you making at that place?
37,000 a
Yeah,
year.
so you're not. It's like I remember those days. Now it's inflation and salaries are higher and shit.
Yeah.
It's like back then it was like if you can just break me off like a homeless person's wage, we can match what this person's making right now.
Mine was $300 a month.
A month.
Kevin called me. He's like, we can give you $300
and
a month.
and Dave
I was like,
cut it.
Yep.
Dave, I thought it was 400. It was 300. He was.
I could dispute it.
He was like, things are getting tight. We gotta.
No,
Like,
he fired me before I made money. Because I remember the blog I wrote was he's like, we can't keep you on, and I was like, but I don't make any money.
what did he say? Was he like, okay, you keep
And
going?
I was like, maybe I did make money. Maybe I was like, can I keep writing for free?
Yeah,
And
and that's I was
I
because
think
that's what
it was.
I was about to say was that he was like, we can't afford the $400 a month. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
like just stop like going out to
And
dinner
I
like
remember-
one time and we'll be okay.
I remember Kevin. I was like, he's like, well, no, it was when I came back. Not when I came back, because I never left. I took 2 days off. It was Kevin and Keith were like, we'll get you money. We'll put up like a GoFundMe or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna make more money on that. $0.
I don't remember doing that.
I don't know if it was a GoFundMe.
Nothing.
Maybe it didn't even happen, but it was like an idea you guys had.
Yeah.
And $0 from that. And
I don't know if we put that into practice.
yeah,
I don't
might have
know.
just been like a
Because I think I would have like hustled. I don't think I would have let that be 0. I know I would have put money in myself and like been like anonymous donor.
It's so
because I wouldn't have taken
crazy
that out.
You're fucking rich now.
Bro, it is.
Fuck you.
But like nothing,
for
like
you.
nothing has changed though. It's weird.
know.
I got this house,
You're the same
and
exact
I'm
person.
trying to like, I'm definitely like, we're redoing a couple rooms and shit like that. So like, and it's nice. It's but it's nothing like crazy. And then other than that, it's like money does not fix like that. All this shit I got to deal with.
I remember when I was delivering pizzas after college, just trying to make money, and then the $37,000. I was like, "Holy shit, I'm gonna be rich."
yeah. No. I
like
absolutely.
$10 to go to the school
Yes.
fair. You're like, I'm moving out. I'm never coming home.
Yeah.
I 100% had more disposable income and like an easier life when I first started Barstool because I was making, I was still at Deloitte and I was getting $25K from Dave and no bills, no nothing. So like I was making like $90,000, and I was like, I did whatever I wanted all the time.
Crazy, man.
And even now, it's like I mean, I know, I don't know. I'm just like I'm not a good rich person, I guess, because I'm like worried about it. I'm like, what if I'm the asshole who like loses all his money somehow, so I can't spend it, and then I'm stressing. Yeah, totally.
I remember
It's
when
like,
I got my offer, I was like, "Wait, you make more money in New York? Why? Like, I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I'll move to New York then.
Yeah, let me get an apartment. Central Park West. I'm making money now. Yeah. I don't know. Part of me does get scared that like Dave. It's like Dave was like born to be a famous person and a rich person, and he like knows how to do it and leans into it, and then that begets more fame and more money. And I think if you're like a timid rich person, you lose all your money. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not taking the risk. I won't make the big money. So I'm like, I will be the guy who just
factory and get bullied into 5.
Yes, exactly that.
You're right. I do need 5.
And I'll just slowly it'll just slowly trickle away. And it's like, oh, now you're not rich anymore. But whatever. That's neither here nor there with you. She says no, and you just keep making shit.
So she says no. I text that to Hank. I said, Erica said no contract right now. She said, like, reach out in the future, which obviously means, like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Didn't hear from Hank. I just get a phone call from Dave, like, 2 hours later with a contract. I'm like,
oh, wow.
What the fuck did Hank do? Apparently, the story is he went into Dave's office and, like, screamed and, like, was, like, battling for me. I don't know how true that is. But ever since then, I'm like, I owe Hank my life.
I don't know if anybody has ever done that.
I know, dude. I'm like,
that actually was what I was going to say earlier, where it was when I came back. And I came back to cover for Manzo on his honeymoon. And Kevin told Dave, like, well, we got to pay him. And Dave's response was, and Dave told me this, I don't know if you've ever told me this, Dave's response was, what are you, his fucking agent?
Yeah. Anytime I tried to go to bat for John, it was like, shut your fucking mouth.
What are you, his fucking agent?
the way he told me was that
you have to pay this person to work a little bit.
The way Hank put it to me was they were getting in like screaming battles over me and my $50,000 a year contract, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" But I appreciate it. Obviously,
we all remember ourselves as the hero of the story, don't we?
Everybody did go in that office and laid down their jersey for Rudy. Everybody did take off their uniform for Rudy, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, Hank sure may have. I obviously have no idea. I do sit next to Dave's office, and I don't recall a screaming match over Dana Beers. But I could have been.
That was before I was Dana Beers.
I could have been elsewhere that day.
That was before.
Yeah, you were just Dana at that point. Dana B, right? Yeah, Dana B. Dana Beers.
From there, I was like,
you know how stupid that is? That's one of those
so
things.
dumb.
No. But I'm saying how stupid the world is. Like, if your last name doesn't start with the letter B, I don't know if you're where you're at.
I am
like
at all.
that really actually might.
No, that's a fact.
Your name might not become Beers,
or if
it
my
was,
name wasn't Dana, like it wouldn't flow as well.
Right. Like Dana B and the B stands for Beers.
Oh, you want to
like,
talk about disappointment when people find out my last name is
not
Beers.
Beers.
They want to fucking shoot me in the face.
No way. People think that my middle name is fucking.
Fuck it, Kevin. Fuck it.
Fucking Clancy. They're like they think the F is fucking, and I'm like, no, it's a name.
Oh, I've had a lot of people when they find out.
I never once thought that people would think his name is actually Beers.
My parents were drunk on pirate water in the delivery room. Name him fucking.
That's so funny that people I would never have thought of that in my life, that people would be like if I was talking with you in that point, I would have never been like, now prepare yourself. People are going to think your real name's actually Beers.
I don't even
people
know
are so
where
fucking
that
stupid.
Came from I know obviously Zillion Beers, but I don't even know where it started. Like,
I mean, I guess it's possible. I do know someone whose last name is Beers.
Yeah, there are.
But
Dana
it's
Beers.
just
I've looked it up.
It's like, no, it's because he drinks beers. Fucking morons.
But I don't know where it actually started with like people started calling me that. But I'm like, this is fucking.
So Dave gives you a full-time contract
in June 2020 or 2017, yes,
to be a producer and an editor and all that shit.
I came in and I was.
And then you did the fucking documentary, right?
I did stool scenes under YP for a year, and then
it's back when stool scenes was like cool though.
Best, dude.
Yeah, like it was cooking.
But again,
doing stool scenes now. God bless you. Like it's.
I love YP, but it was tough working under him because he was just like very specific, and I was like, this isn't funny. There's certain points where I was like, the editor in me was like, I want to take control over this and do it.
Yeah.
But again, I stopped doing it after like a year, and then I started doing the documentary. Yeah. Me and Bald Paul just traveling the world.
The Barstool documentary.
We interviewed Tucker Carlson for that. I don't know why.
Shut up.
It never came out, but like,
put it out.
Wait,
dude.
you have footage
you
of
saw the footage?
talking about Barstool?
Yeah, we interviewed him for the documentary. We just never used it. I don't know.
Bro, absolutely put that out. You want to get views? Put out Tucker Carlson.
Yeah,
we read the most random.
You want to get
people.
that Instagram up? Tucker Carlson talking about how much he loves Barstool. It'll be great for the brand.
And you want to talk about fucking, there's tight budgets every now and then. Like, they were sending me everywhere. I went to Texas to interview the guy who made the foam at the Barstool Black.
No, really?
That never saw the light of day.
See, that's because the people who work at Barstool and make Barstool think that like everything about Barstool is like, I know where that came from. I know, I can probably guarantee you I know where that comes from. Dave loves to talk about how we used to blast people in the face with the foam. And he wants the guy who like made it to like be on record being like,
just
that's
hire
toxic.
An extra
You can't
for $50
to just say that the foam is gross.
But like, think about it, I was like,
Yeah.
that's a good amount of travel and
Yeah.
housing. Or,
Meanwhile, we're always worried like, can I buy dinner for one other person on my team? No, we can't expense that.
I know, dude. But that was fun. I really liked doing the documentary. It was literally just me and Gaz. Nobody else. I had full control.
How many times did you find yourself in a city where you were like, why am I even here?
Many times.
And then Gaz was fucking some chick there,
Washington,
right?
D.C. in Tucker Carlson's office. I'm like, why am I?
I'm sure there was a chick in Washington that Gaz was fucking. And he was like, go interview Tucker Carlson while I gotta go.
Yeah, this was the first time I really started to like get to know Gaz. And you're right. He just, whatever he wanted.
He would make these guys drive like hundreds of miles out of the way just to get
I
laid.
enjoyed it though. It was fun. I
at
enjoyed
that
the
point.
project.
How many? I remember thinking to myself, like, you guys worked for a long time, and then it was like a several part series, right? You got some juice out of it. It wasn't just like a one and done.
What happened was it was 1 to 15. The 15th episode was Caleb's episode, and then Zillion Beers happened.
Oh, really?
That was it. That was the end.
And you never did it
looked
again.
back.
So there was but you covered a lot. Like I mean, Caleb is pretty late
pretty much
in
up
the,
till the New York sale.
So that's
New
it.
York move.
That documentary. If you ever want to know like the origin story of Barstool and not you don't care about the new age, like because that really
that
is,
was my baby.
Was there ever a Saturdays for the Boys part of that?
No, because
Oh,
that
well,
was
that's
after.
great. Yeah. No. Now I'm remembering. We all used to joke. This is the Dave documentary.
Yeah.
Of course
it was.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's what it was. I remember that we went through the list one time. It was like
that's
no.
after Saturdays for the Boys.
Yeah, there was no Saturdays for the Boys. I don't think I was in it. There was it was just the Dave story.
documentary.
If Dave wasn't involved in it, it wasn't part of the documentary.
That was also
Dave likes Caleb. Caleb was in it. Like that.
And that was the time when I was like, I was such a Dave Dick rider. I was like, I want to be on Team Portnoy.
Were you actually a
What?
Dave Dick rider?
Yes.
Yeah, like you really
everything,
did ride
I
his
was
dick that hard.
He could do no wrong.
So
There's
wild.
still a part of me that I'm a Massachusetts guy.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how
yeah.
I found about like
Right.
Barstool. So I always have that,
But so when you become like a content guy, or more specifically, when he's like, "Shut up, your idea is stupid,"
Yeah.
is part of you like crushed?
yes, dude. I was like, that was part of me, and I was ready to just get crushed. But then I think Gaz stuck up for me. Again, thank you, Gaz, for everything you've done. But from there, it was like, all right, I got to actually take control of this.
Yeah.
The Dave naysaying is also, and I'm sure he would say it's Belichickian, where I still vividly remember a fight, and it might have been the bat fight. I forget. But it was him screaming. No, it wasn't the bat fight but it was him yelling. It was Team Portnoy. Now you think of it, where he was like, "I guarantee you, everyone on Team Portnoy will be more successful than you guys." And it was like he was yelling,
And it was
me,
like-
you, Dave, PFT.
I mean, Team Portnoy at that
He's
point
if
was
you're
like,
on my team, it will be way more successful than you people. Because it was like we were making fun of Team
dude,
Portnoy.
the whole Team Portnoy thing all started. I don't even know why they did it, but Trent and Robbie came on radio and just said like, my allegiance is with KFC. Like I don't know if we were arguing about something and it was like, whose side are you on? And they were just like, we ride with KFC. And I was like, don't do this.
Yeah.
I remember I went to them and I said, thank you very much. Flattered. I will always have your back. I will always help you and shit, but like shut the fuck up because this is bad for all of us. And then he made it a point to like make Team Portnoy a thing. Like Team KFC is not a thing. There was no other team, you know?
not a thing.
It was
when I think people just went into radio just to get some FaceTime. and
oh,
say
that was
ridiculous shit.
that was
That
a
was a
scary
time.
that room.
That room was
That
I was
room-
getting beheaded just so the president saw me.
Yeah. Dude, that room, I think, like, I hope whoever moved in there, like, saged that room. That had such bad energy, dude.
did.
You walked into that room and it felt like you were in a fucking morgue.
I loved that office though.
Yeah,
I
there
really
was
did.
some
That-
grimy, like, fun to it.
Like I was thinking about it actually the other day. Like,
This office reminds me of UMass Dartmouth.
Which one?
This office.
It's
This
like,
one?
and that was the zoo.
Huh?
UMass Amherst.
No, UMass Dartmouth was like it is to this day. It's very cement. There's not a lot of character.
I
to
thought you were
it.
making a
Just
point. Like,
kinda
no, I thought
boring.
you were saying that UMass Amherst was the last office, and that this one's Dartmouth. Like,
No.
Just that
You
it
could do
physically
that.
is
You
like,
could do that too physically.
Yeah.
It sucks the energy out.
yeah. There is.
It's
like,
not very bright. It's very. It's I don't know if it's true. The
Not a lot
rumors
of
were
windows.
that that UMass Dartmouth was the architect was a Satanist, and like it's all, I forget what the style of architecture it is,
Right,
But it's literally all cement. The whole place is
Yeah.
cement. The floors are cement. The ceilings are cement.
Yeah, gunmetal gray
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah.
Flavor is in full bloom at HelloFresh. Enjoy the taste of spring with chef-crafted recipes featuring ripe seasonal ingredients delivered right to your door. HelloFresh is more than just delicious dinners. Not only can you take your pick from 40 weekly recipes, but you can choose from over 100 items to round out your order, from snacks and easy lunches to desserts and party necessities. Let me tell you what, I have noticed that recently and have been running up the bill on desserts. It is a problem that HelloFresh now offers me desserts because I order delicious desserts, and everything arrives in one box on a delivery day you choose. There's no more scouring the grocery store for that one ingredient to complete your recipe. HelloFresh takes away all that hassle by delivering fresh, pre-portioned ingredients so you have exactly what you need and helps you cut down on food waste. Going to the grocery store is one of the biggest pains in the world. It is particularly painful when you're hungry and you just buy a ton of stuff because everything looks delicious. HelloFresh just hits you with it right at your door. HelloFresh makes dinner time a snap with deliciously easy options that will please everyone at your table, from fit and wholesome to pescatarian to veggie. They have the meal plan that suits your lifestyle. Plus, you can swap out proteins and sides to your liking. Check Save Money off your growing to-do list with the help of HelloFresh. HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery store shopping and 25% cheaper than takeout. I think that 25% is under. I think it is about 1,000% cheaper than takeout. Every takeout now, I got a pie. I ordered a pie the other day that cost $90 on takeout. A $90 pie. That's crazy town. The fees are insane. HelloFresh is nice and cheap. Same price every week, right to your door. It's beautiful. No worries if you're a pro in the kitchen. HelloFresh's foolproof recipes are pre-portioned and easy to prepare in just a few steps. Go to HelloFresh.com/KFC. Go to HelloFresh.com/KFC16 and use code KFC16 for 16 free meals plus free shipping. That is HelloFresh.com/KFC16.
That but so you like prove him so wrong though.
Yeah.
And that's got to be like the exact
It was
opposite.
a great feeling. I mean, I look back on it very fondly, and then I am always thinking like, how can I'm never going to recapture that. How can I recapture something like that? And again, it happened 2 summers ago where I had the fucking mullet back and people were just going nuts. I'm like, this is so simple and stupid, but people enjoy it. I'm like, how can I get back?
I think, and I'm not a person to take advice from, but I think I probably went through a bit of a phase of that, and I think stop doing that.
Bro, I was just going to say you're the exact
Mm-hmm.
person, because it's like you have to understand that what happened there, like you can write like a Harvard business study on that. Like that shit is, people don't make $1.6 million in a fucking week. That's crazy.
I wonder how many CDs we got out.
And same thing with Saturdays for the Boys though. Like you're not gonna have that again. And I know maybe that's hard to swallow, but like that is okay, because it's like you know, your MVP season. It's like that was the best it's ever going to be. And then you look at like something like John, like it's, you know, Saturdays for the Boys is what year?
2016.
16?
Like when we first moved to New York.
And then like along the way we try a few more things, and like this works, that doesn't work. But when you look back on it now, it's like he has Sad Boy season. He now has a fucking sketch show. He can hang his hat on Saturdays for the Boys. Like your career is a long fucking thing.
You know,
and people would kill for like one of those, and you already got one.
The irrelevancy scares me a little bit, like becoming irrelevant. And I know that's a big thing at Barstool. And like, I'm not somebody who's like, I used to religiously like check my followers and like see my growth and like go to websites to see like how many fucking followers I got in a month. Now I'm just kind of like, I don't really care that much. And
That's a great corner to turn.
It is, but I also don't want to be irrelevant, you know, because this is how I make money.
But but my argument for that would be, what got you relevant was just being you, and you kind of stopped being you when you started caring so much about followers. I mean, that's not what you didn't care about that.
That's
shit
true.
When you started it.
That's true.
Right? You didn't care about followers.
You know what he cared about?
Websites. You weren't
Drinking beers.
You cared
Gas
about
and
being
beers.
Dana B.
We have
like
drinking beers.
Bro, you put up 20 and 10. Like you averaged a double-double. Like, come on.
We have like a million people sit on that couch from here every Monday, and everyone kind of has. We're all working. We all have similar fears, and if you got here, it's for a reason.
Yep.
So just keep doing like
That was the most insptional I've ever heard Feitelberg be.
Don't get caught up in like.
Usually he's like, just kill yourself. Like, oh, you're irrelevant. Kill yourself.
But like everyone who works here for a reason. It's because they had at least a flash of something really good, great, whatever you want to call it. And usually when you did that, you weren't who you are now. And I'm not saying go back to who you were, but like try and have that mindset of like, it doesn't like, I'm just like, people like me, so I'm going to fucking, and it's hard. I think everyone here suffers from that, where it's hard to understand that and hard to wrap your head around that. And checking that shit all the time is just going to fucking.
Yeah.
Dude, there's two things I think you have to realize. It's hard to explain. It's a little convoluted, but I was always thinking to myself, let's say me being myself, my ceiling is here. If I put on some sort of act or let's like me and him always joke, like if we just became hardcore right-wing Republicans, we could make more money, right? And my ceiling would be here. But the amount of stress and angst and worry and
shit.
all like fuck it, right?
Fuck that.
So you have to realize like your ceiling might be a little bit lower. Maybe you can't recapture that exactly, but you'll be closer to that and happier doing it. And the second thing you have to realize is you will never get fired from Barstool. You will always just make money. It's okay. I can't promise you promotions and raises and all that shit, but like you are like part of the OG gang and you still do enough work that like you'll just get a paycheck for life.
Yeah, that's true. But again, I don't want to be like I like doing stuff like this. I like doing stuff like the dozen, whatever it is. Like I'll never say no to. Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but we're doing a show, like, that I'm in, a reality show. Like, I'll never say no to anything.
Yeah, do it, man. Fucking talk about it.
But
What's
it's
the
more
reality
just
show?
like the one Jackie's.
Oh, yeah. We definitely
did.
talk about that. Yeah. So you're doing Most Dangerous Game.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, I'd be miserable, but I'm going to do it.
Wait, will you guys form an alliance right now?
Yeah, the Jackie Beers Alliance.
I was also told to specifically not form an alliance with you.
I'm the most,
By who?
I'm not gonna say.
I'm going to tell you right now,
But
Jackie,
no,
I'm
but-
like
but
the
no.
most, like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah, I
would
could
like to
see,
win, but
so here's the thing. I could see you being the absolute worst reality show contestant ever because you'd be like, I don't know.
my mental
But maybe
game is
maybe
zero.
that'll like fuck. But you know, it's one of those things where it's like I think John said he's like undefeated in rock paper scissors because nothing's going on in his brain ever. like if Tommy Smokes is trying to like game you and he's like, but wait, Dana, like he just always does like the opposite because he's never thinking, he's never using his brain. I don't know. Maybe he'll coast to the championship.
For me, I'm like, I know I'll be good at doing like gross shit or whatever. Like
You
I'll
were
be
on
good
the
at
other one, right?
challenges.
I'm getting
I was
nauseous
on
just thinking
BVA.
about Most Dangerous Game.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm getting nauseous just thinking.
Yeah.
Oh,
me too,
I would
too.
never do any of these. But the Barstool vs. America was physical challenges.
Yeah,
and some
that
gross
was
out
a
stuff.
vacation.
That was a vacation.
That was easy.
So this one is like you live in the woods and you
Yep.
vote people off,
Yeah.
or you challenge people off.
It's like one person wins, and I think you vote people
Have
off.
you guys gotten a raise yet for these games? What's the prize?
This one's 25K.
25,000.
Oh, okay.
That's-
So you did
yeah.
get a raise.
Yeah.
I meant
Yeah.
I didn't mean like individually. I meant like as the prize.
Yeah.
25K, Barstool surviving Barstool is 10K, and it's like you stay in the office for a week. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. They do go through their own form of hell, but it's like you just have to sleep like on a couch in your office for a week. 10K, you win it, whatever. 25K is
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's like-
but I don't know, man. Like for me,
It's a fourth of what I donated.
It's a fourth that could be in my kid's college fund right now.
bro, the amount of money.
But
God-
instead, helped not cure, but
God- well, but here, that's
if
God
if it
bless
went
them.
to help
but
research,
like-
I'm happy.
yes, for sure. But $100,000 in the fight against ALS is like, unfortunately, sadly, a fucking drop in the ocean. $100,000 in Dana Beers' bank account radically changes your life.
I would be riding high still.
Yeah, man. Idiot.
I know.
So that's the sort of decision making we can expect on Barstool versus America.
Yeah, so I was just gonna
Most
say,
Dangerous
like,
Game.
Jackie, I don't I don't strategize. I really don't. Like I'm not a person that's gonna try and like pull any mind games. I'm just
surprisingly Jackie is.
I know,
No,
but
I'm not.
Jackie plays the game a little
No,
bit.
I'm the same. I'm the same where like I don't intend to. Like I'll go where the wind blows.
But you
like,
do.
But like you want to win, so you do what you got to do. But I'm more just like whatever.
Okay. Then,
Imagine that like
I always
like,
wanted to see Colorado, so
it's Dana B at like a confessional, and they're like, "So, what made you backstab Jackie at the challenge in the woods?" And he just goes, whatever.
I remember in BVA there was like a hot dog eating contest or something, and for some reason I like screwed over White Sox Dave, and then they were like, "Why'd you do that?" I'm like, "I don't know."
First of all, because it's White Sox Dave.
There's nothing deep there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
It just happens.
Anarchy, man. Chaos is a ladder. Like, maybe you should just go out there and, like, make an alliance day 1 and day 2 break it. Fuck it. Who
I don't know
cares?
if I'm allowed to, and this is going against the alcoholic thing I was saying. I think I have to get drunk before the challenges. I have to.
I'm almost positive you're not allowed to, but just,
I can't
do that on the low.
I'm not
gonna
good
work
with bugs.
without a buzz on.
Can't go to the workplace sober.
I'm not good with bugs. I'm not good with
Dude, that is the number one thing. Like, I don't think I like any of it. I know I hate the physical challenges. I really don't like the thing about Barstool reality shows is you backstab people on reality shows and then you stay with them.
Yep.
Everyone else, you
still
go
gotta
home.
you
never
know
see
these
them
people.
again. You look these people in the face the next day.
Yep.
So I don't like that, but I for sure am not doing where I have to live outside.
No,
and
it's
shit
gonna
like that.
suck. It's gonna suck.
That's
But it'll be
crazy.
fun. Like that just goes back to what I was saying. Like I love attention, boys.
Yeah.
I love.
So
attention.
listen. So then here's the thing. You have this opportunity coming up. Everything we're talking about. Why don't you show up? You seen Major League 2, the movie?
No.
Fuck. I was gonna say
And just
show
throw
up like
heat?
Charlie Sheen goes through this identity crisis. You're Charlie Sheen in Major League 2. Charlie Sheen in Major League 1, he's the man. He has a fucking leather jacket and fucking a mullet, and he comes out of the pen and he throws gas and everybody loves him. He's Wild Thing. And in the second movie, he sells out. He's corporate. He's in a suit and everyone hates him. And then he comes back as fucking the Wild Thing, and it's awesome. So you got to roll out to Barstool versus America or whatever, Most Dangerous Game, and have a mullet. Show up with a mullet. Well, you can't, I guess, have a mullet,
I
but
don't have hair
you
yet.
can show up doing something stupid and show up with a 30 rack and just be like, I'm here to drink and be a menace, and people will love you.
I know.
They will love you. They'll be like everybody hates like the Tommies of the reality world,
dude.
right? And then you'll be the guy that like, but who's that drunk guy under that tree over there? That'll be awesome.
I do not want to be wallpaper. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
in, like,
man.
My
No.
career is like.
Well, you've never been that.
I know, but like even on these shows, like I don't want to be boring. Like
Yeah.
the first season of BVA, I pissed myself twice just to make maybe 2 people laugh. It's like,
I don't think I knew that. That's
like,
amazing.
That's a good memory.
I mean, you walked right into radio and said that you butt chug beers. Like,
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm best when I'm not even trying to be funny.
Mama Beers was
But
not
that's
happy
what-
with that one, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Mom Beers was not happy. This is like the fucking mind fuck of it all. Is like, all right, but then that feels like I'm trying to be funny.
Yeah. I
But
get that, but
for
it's
me,
also,
I'm
but
just-
like,
when I'm funny, it's by accident.
yes,
most
yeah,
of the time.
that's hard. It's hard to capture the accident
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah,
But
I got the best fucking job in the world. I literally
you really
get
are.
paid to
You
drink,
are
dude.
you are a goddamn golden retriever. It's so funny. Like you're a golden retriever who's like mad at his owner, and like 5 minutes later, he's like, "Oh, you want to play fetch?" Okay.
I mean, when I boil it down, I get paid to drink. If
Yeah. Well,
nobody-
dude, let me tell you something. We're on a rocket ship right now with Pirate Water.
I know we are.
That
I
is
fucking love it.
that is one thing that you can rest assured is going to keep on
And
rolling.
that's the reason I get to go to this whole year. I have places I'm going like cool ass shit just because of Pirate
Are
Water.
you going to any of the festivals?
I think I'm gonna go to what's it called, the Calgary Stampede. I don't know if that's a festival,
yeah.
but have you heard of that?
I know that the
It's like a rodeo.
arena is called
Yeah.
the Saddle Dome
Yes.
in Calgary.
Yep.
Is that where it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's next month. Indy 500.
Dude, all the shit you're worried about, like staying relevant and being on camera and getting money and all that, you have a brand like Pirate Water is going to just throw money.
I know.
And they'll just be like,
love
you'll
them for that,
be the
yeah.
guy who does all this stuff. We're selling it. They'll do that until the wheels
I
come
love
off.
them for that.
Yeah.
It's
So
the
like,
best.
all of that, just like that Pirate Water will take care of that, and then you work on all the other stuff, like all this other shit you want to do.
I'm too hard on myself.
You are. Everybody at Barstool is. Everybody's like, I mean,
Not everybody. Well, let's hang on a second. Not everybody.
you're actually right. No, like the vast majority. The vast majority of people are not. It's the
people who don't need to be are way too hard on
Yes.
themselves. Everyone else is not hard enough.
It's a great way to put it. But the people who don't need to be, who are, it's like you're there for a reason, and being hard on yourself and all that shit. But people probably, specifically in your case, I'm sure it's like, I could drink beers and do that job. It's like, it's fucking hard to be the face of anything, and you get a lot of hate, and you get a lot of expectations, and you have to, and it's not like digging ditches and curing cancer, but it's not easy either. So
and also you gain a lot of weight when you're the beer guy. You can't be the beer guy and be skinny. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's one or the other, boys.
I think you're good right now. Can you maintain this?
I can maintain.
If you're
this.
6'3", 260 and you're the beer guy, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
I know. It's just when it gets to 280, and that's
That's
like,
a problem.
What the fuck am I
We
doing?
can't be pushing 3 bills. You can't be a 300 pounder. You cannot be a 300 pound guy. That's
you
just
can't.
not good.
But that's the beer guy life, That's
the Dana Beers
packs
life.
on quick, especially when you get to 30. When I was 26 doing this, didn't gain a pound.
I know that's the thing. There is a shelf life on the ability to do
There
that.
is.
So
But I'll never complain about the job I have or the responsibilities I have. It's more like I want to do more, and I sound like a fucking, what's the word? Brown noser? Is that a thing?
yeah, I see what you're saying. But yeah, you want to do more, but it's it's not the easiest thing to pull off.
Yeah.
I wish more people understood that and would. If everybody knew how hard it is or how stressful it is to put yourself out there, I think a lot more people would I will follow or I will subscribe or I will click or whatever. But trying to convince those people is not always the easiest
I'm also
thing.
thankful because I'm kind of in my own world at this point.
Yeah.
Nobody really.
That's
I don't
by the
know
way,
who my
that's
boss is.
invaluable.
I don't know.
You don't
who
have anybody breathing down your neck. You don't have anybody telling you to do anything. Just like I do
It
pirate
used to
water.
be my
I do this
boy
and that.
Loud Sean. Man,
Hang him up in the rafters.
That was my guy.
Yeah.
I used to be able to go to him and just anything, well, not even just anything I needed, but more hey, should I be doing something right now? He'd be like, yeah, go do this.
Right.
Go-
Now you're kind
Go
of
produce
your own.
Deion Sanders documentary. All right, cool.
Go live in Mississippi.
Yeah, that sucked.
You were in Mississippi for a year.
Yeah, whole year.
That's great.
People
What were you
forget
doing
that.
down there?
Nobody
Just
talks about
drinking?
that in this. No, I was in the best shape of my life.
Were you?
Yeah.
Were you
I was
hanging
his
out with people,
right-hand
or
man.
you would just work and that's it?
No, there was a couple Barstool people there, but it was boring as hell.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
At least you're still paying New York rent, though.
Yeah, I was. $1,700
That was
a
one of
month for a year.
one of the worst business decisions ever. Right up there with giving away all the money to Frady's. Paying for a extremely expensive New York apartment that you didn't see for a single year straight. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Dana Beers experience.
It is. You never know what you're gonna get.
All right, let's talk about skipping Marina's wedding.
You know how I was telling you
we're
it
not
was,
going
it's rocket ship. I was on the biggest rocket ship. I was chugging beers fucking at the courtside
Bro,
with David Bakhtiari at Game 6.
I'm on your side
then-
on that, dude. I don't know.
I'm gonna say something stupid. So
Okay, we'll end it there. But yeah.
No, but
The Dana Beers experience, folks. Ups
There's
and
never,
downs.
there's never anything.
I don't know. I think right now you're
right now I'm kind of
you're on the part of the roller coaster that's just zooming.
I'm just waiting for the inevitable.
I honestly think if you just ride the wave,
I
ride the
got
roller
one more
coaster,
heater
you will.
left in
I think
me.
you have many more. I think you're so we feel old, but you'll do this shit till you're 60. You're gonna have a bunch of ups and a bunch of downs.
I've been doing the
But
beer
the
tweets
next
till
one-
I'm 35.
Then
How about that?
the next Dana Beers thing that catches, it's gonna. Be
I
great.
know.
It's gonna be great.
And I'm sorry for rambling again, but the other thing about this job is you never know.
Never know.
Yeah.
Could be tomorrow.
You
It could
never
be
fucking know. I got a DM from the Bengals the other day. Hey, you want to do chili content with us? I'm like, where did that come from?
Also,
first of all?
that's a good thing to remember. People would kill for that.
Yes,
you know what I
I'm
mean?
like-
That's cool.
So it's you never really know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Tomorrow you could go to Cincinnati to film some chili content, and Joe Burrow decides he likes
Exactly.
you, and you're his right hand
That's what
man,
I'm
and next
saying.
thing you know,
it's like,
the roller coaster's back at the top.
let's get that roller coaster going up a little bit.
Let's go, baby. Everybody give
The
Dana
only
Beers
way
a
we talk
follow.
about it with actors, the only way it stops is if you stop.
Yeah, it really.
Like-
we said that recently, right? We've been around long enough. We never, we didn't have the Pardon My Take or Call Her Daddy meteoric
Yeah.
success. We just you
Steady.
hang around, and eventually you figure out some keys to the game, and you learn some things, and it's just I know what I'm doing. You stop worrying about followers and this and that, and all of a sudden you're in the right headspace, and it just kind of falls into place.
I love it.
So keep doing it.
I love you, boys.
Everybody follow Dana.
Thank you for the
watch
advice.
him on
fights. You almost made me cry.
Really?
Yeah.
That was poignant.
They usually a therapist.
I do. Oh boy, do I!
If whatever I said in this, I'm about to puke. I'm so sick right now. What? I don't feel good.
Oh boy. Okay. So we follow Dana Beers. Watch him on Most Dangerous Game. Drink your pirate water. Look out for the man on the street stuff. And it's Dana Beers on both Instagram and social media. All right. Give the boy a follow.
All right. Thanks, boys.
All right, big thanks for watching. If you made it through this whole episode, that means you should be subscribed. There's so many of you out there who watch and don't subscribe, so make sure you are a KFC Radio subscriber. Make sure you get all the content when it drops. Click that button now.
I have 9 fingers. I'm still subscribed. It's that easy.